these. Given a double bar graph, answer a question. What year did the girls have the most? What was the combined ages of blah, blah, blah? For the last part, given the mean, X bar, given the median, MED, given the mode, most, what grade do I need to make on the next test? So I just wrote right here, number 11, number 12, number 21, 23, 24, stat edit, stat count, 1 bar stats. Number 14 is the one that says, what do I need to make on the next test? This is the one that y'all screw up. Here are my grades. What do I need to make on the next test to give an average of 80? So you want an 80 average. These are the grades that you already have that you can't change, plus the unknown grade. You clean up the grades you know, plus the unknown divided by 5, because you have 4 in the grade book, plus the one that you don't know. Get rid of the hussy downstairs. Do not let him creep on your man, or her creep on your man. So we multiply by 5, then we subtract the boyfriend. That's the step that always gets y'all. All right, that was number 14. Number 15 is that weighted average. This is when you made an 80 on your midterm and it counts 15%. So we do a 15% times the grade, plus a 20% times the grade, plus a 15% times the grade, plus a 40% times the grade. So it's the percentage whoop whoop times the grade, the percentage whoop whoop times the grade. That will give you your final grade. All right, your grade point average. If you have an A in a 4 credit hour class, B's in each of 2 3 credit hour class, and a D in a 2 credit hour class, you change the letter grade to a number grade. An A is a 4.0, a B is a 3.0, a C is a 2.0, a D is a 1.0, and an F is a 0. Change the letter to a number, multiply straight across, add them up, and divide by how many credit hours you're taking. And my math lab will tell you what to round it to. So that's number 16 on the spreadsheet. Given a histogram, determine the modes, the skewness, and the variation. This is the one where I'll give you this and how many modes or how many humps. The skewness, remember, is where you're holding it or where the outlier is. Number 17 and 19, one says how many modes and one says modes and skewness. So if we're weighing gymnasts and football players, how many modes are there going to be? Tell me about the weights of gymnasts. They're skinny. Tell me about the weights of football players. They're chunky. So I would have gymnasts to be light and I would have football players to be chunky. So modes, how many would there be? 2. We have a 5-number summary, which is going to be, y'all, you're going to have one problem that says, find the 5-number summary and draw a box and whisker plot. All the stinking boxes look the same. I mean, it's going to be a box with 2. All the boxes look the same. All you're worried about is the numbers on the top. So you do the 5-number summary, and you just make sure that those numbers match the 5 numbers on the 5-number summary. Don't pay attention to the box. The boxes are all the same. Y'all with me? You're just going to make sure that your 5-number summary, right here, 20, 26, 33, 40, and 56, 20, that's not a that is a 26 right there. You're going to make sure that those numbers match your 5-number summary here. Don't pay attention to the box. So, when you are ready, you're going to do just like you did last time, and let me come out here and show you. Number 1, your homework needs to be done before you take your test, because your homework prepares you for your test. If you want to do really well, your review really prepares you. Again, there's 75 questions. You don't have to do all of them, but if you want to ace this test, I suggest you do it. Okay? For the test, you don't remember? I do remember the password 25 questions, that means, y'all, they're 4 points apiece. 4 points apiece, so they count more. Some are multiple choice. Find the range. What are we going to do? High minus low. Every question is different, y'all. Every question is different. Cumulative frequency. You got to fill this one in. 5, and then you add them up. 18. Y'all with me? I know I hadn't finished it. Then dot plot. 20 and 28 inclusive. That means including. So you would count up all the dots between 20 and 28. You with me? Draw a box plot. Y'all, all the stinking box plots are the same. We're just looking at the numbers. Type in your data and find the 5-number summary. Then we're going to do, this is just like the spreadsheet. What do we need to make? Y'all, this is multiple choice. Plug the last number in, add them up, and see which one gives me the highest course average possible. Duh. GPA. We did this one on our homework. Which one is the Pareto chart? What's it between, A and B? And why is it going to be, remember 270 is your highest? So what has to be first? E has to be first. Okay. Oh, there's a second part. Oh, y'all, pay attention to that. And it will yell at you. I just did part A, but notice I got to slide down and do part B. You with me? It'll yell at you. E was the best. Use the data to pick the stem and leaf. Okay, see how they all have a 59? I would not do that one. They all have a 9, 1 through 7. I would not do that one. I would probably go to the 8s and do that, or the 6s and do that. I would go to something that's a little more different. This is going to be our 20% times the grade, or 30% times the grade. This one is creating a frequency. If 71% make below you, what percent make above you? Y'all, why would I give you a stinking problem that could not be done? Really? How many modes and how many? And y'all, dementia patients, I always go from 0 to 100. And remember, when you submit it, you will see your grade, but you won't see what you missed until after the time. But it's exactly like what I said it was going to be. Do your review. That's going to be the best indication. Do not wait to the end, because the more you wait, the more you're going to forget. Take next week off. Anytime. I will put this thing at Janie. Will you? Hey, Janie knows what to do now. Thank you.